Namaste students, Khushro Betia, I JVN Dr. Vaichandrakala, Assistant Professor Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. In today's session, we are going to discuss about heterospory. Okay. Heterospory in Pteridophyta. Most of the Pteridophyta produce one kind of similar spores. Such pteridophytes are known as homosporous, and thus the phenomena is known as the homospory. Okay. Then, however, there are some pteridophyta which produce two types of spores. Okay, that means differing in the size and structure and function. Such pteridophyta are known as heterosporous, and the phenomena is known as heterospory. So the two different types of spores are microspores and the megaspores. The microspores are small in size and develop into male gametophytes, while the megaspores are large and develop into the female gametophytes. Okay. Such pteridophyta are known as the heterosporous, and the phenomena is known as heterospory. Okay. So here, the origin of the heterospory. The origin of heterospory can betterly seen with the evidence of the paleobotany or the developmental or experimental studies. That means paleobotanical evidences suggests that the heterospory arose due to the degeneration of some spores in a few spongia. Okay. So as the nutrition become available or to the less number of spores, the surviving spores grow better. Hence the increase in their size. Paleobotanical evidence shows that the cells or the earlier vascular plants were all the homosporous or heterosporous, and the heterosporous condition appears subsequently. Okay. So here in the paleobotanical evidence shows that the earlier vascular plants were all homosporous, and the heterosporous condition appears subsequently on the lower most upper Divodians. Okay, so in a number of heterospores generally belong to the Lycopsida or Stephanopsida or Pteridopsida, as well as in the late Devonian or early Carboniferous period. Okay, so during this period, the important heterosporous genera were Lepidocarpons or Lepidostrobus. So mesocarpons or the Nimnopleonema, okay, so them are members of the Lycopsids or Clamocarpons, okay. So the member of Stephanopsida or some of these forms even the arrival of the seed stage. So according to the Williamsons and the So according to the Wilson and Scott in 1894, the two species form the initial stage and might be a heterospory. So these species were clamostacked and forming the different sporangia, which is larger than or smaller in size in the tetrad. Okay. The evidences of developmental studies shows that the heterosporous in the Pteridophyta, the development of the microspore and the megasporangia follows the same pattern. Okay. So the phenomena of the heterospory become distinct either before and after the meiosis, and in Snaginella isoslate, it is a distinct before meiosis. In the microsporangium, all the sporocysts undergo meiosis and forms a large number of microspores. Okay. In isoslate, there are only 50 to 300 megaspores in megasporangium. In Snegionella erythropus, or the megaspore contained only one megaspores and which is functional. In Marshallea, here the azola or the phenomena of the heterospory becomes distinct or after the meiosis. Okay. So the evidence shows the studies of the Snegionella and Marsilea suggest that the nutritional factors mainly governs the heterospory under the condition of the low light intensity, or the photosynthetic activity of Snegionella was retarded, and it's produced the microsporangium by sudden lowering of the temperature. Okay. The size of the microspores in the sporocarp in Marsilea increases by 6 times. Certain biological significance of the heterospory are the phenomena of the heterospory is of great biological significance on account of the development of the female gametes starts while the megaspore is still inside the megasporangium. Some is true of the microspores, and they also start germinating into a male gametophyte while they are still inside. So the megasporangium and the female gametes derived in the nourishment from the sporophytes. That is, the male gametophyte is dependent on the sporophyte for its nourishment. The dependence of the female gametophyte on the sporophytes for its nourishments provide better starting point for development of the new embryo than an independent green prothallus, which has a manufacturing of its own food. The seed habits in the pteridophytes, the adoption of the heterospory and the retardation and the germination of a single megaspore, the megasporangium to form the female gametophytes, leading to the phenomena of the seed habits, are characteristic features of the spermatophytes. A seed is that the ovule which contain the embryo develop as a result of fertilization. Okay. So the origin of the seed habit is associated with the following, like the production of the two types of spores or reduction in the number of megaspores finally as per the megasporangium, retention of the germination of the megaspore and fertilization of the egg, continuation of the development of the fertilized egg into embryo while still in the in situ condition. So the occurrence of the phenomena of heterospory or the germination of the megaspores inside the megasporangium. So the retention of the megaspore inside the megasporangium either till the formation of the female gametophytes or even after the fertilization. So the development of the only one megaspore per megasporangium, or for example in Snachinella monospores or etc. Okay. So Snachinella and above or the lower spermatophyte shows the homogeneous in their structure. So the megasporangium, megaspores, the female gametophytes, okay, the archisporangium, egg, or the low spermatophytes, okay. So the mucilus of the ovules, megaspores, embryo sac, or the endosperm, archegonium, or the eggs. Even the seeds are not found in the Snegionella because megasporangium is not surrounded by integument. The retention of the megaspores or the permanently inside the megasporangium, which has been established, or the embryo immediately give rise to the sporophytes without undergoing a resting period. Okay. So the heterospore is considered to be the prerequisite to the seed formation. And in addition to the heterospore, the seed plant shows the following characteristics that have led to the formation of the seed. Okay. That means the sporangia shows greater specialization that of those of the fern, and they have differentiated into micro and mega sporangia. Okay, so the microsporangia possess microsporangia, whereas the megasporangia contains megaspores in them. Each megasporangium contains a large number of microspores, whereas each number of microspores were there and possessed usually only 4 megaspore. So the condition of the production of the two kinds of the dissimilar spores differing in their shape and size in same species, okay, is called heterospory. When one kind of the spores are present, the equisetum fern, the condition is called homospory. Okay, so according to the modern pteridologist, the heterospory is found in 7 genera. Okay, Snagionella, Isoslate, Marsilia, Salvinia, Azola, okay, Piluria, etc. So here one thing can be noticed that the microspores develop male gametes, male female gametophytes, which may be called as the microgametophyte and the megagametophyte. So in case of homospory, the sex can be differentiated only at the gametophyte state, but there the sex may be differentiated even at the sporophytic stage by the presence of small or the large size microspores, which forms the anthrozoids and the egg respectively. Okay. So the differentiation of the microspores and the megaspores are they dependent. Okay. Upon the sporophytes and has some advantages. Okay. That is the seed habits. The condition of the heterospory is Naginella and constitute one of the very important phase in the evolution of the plants. In certain species, the Naginella only one megaspores develop within the megasporangium. Okay, so the highest evolved species, that is the Snaginella apoda, and has an advanced of the most rank of the seeds. Okay. So here the megaspores remains within the sporangium and is itself fertilized and such a way that the first time the gametophytes of the Snaginella shows complete dependence of the gametophyte upon the sporophyte as in angiosperm. Okay. So the biological importance of the heterospory is the phenomena of the heterospory is of great biological advantages due to the reason the large megaspores which contain the female gametophyte derived its food and the sporophyte and is independent of the external conditions such as interference of the growth or the freely living gametophyte. Okay. So in brief, the origin of the seed habit is associated with the following important prerequisites like production of the two types of spores, retention and germination of the fertilization of the egg and embryo formation, and having still within the germinating megaspore or develop into a 1 megaspore per megasporangium. Okay. Thank you. This session is powered by 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. If you have any doubt, we will discuss in the problem solving session. Thank you.